Welcome to episode 1 of the A Free Spirit Life podcast. In today's show, we're going to talk about what this podcast is all about and how much fun we're going to have together. I can't wait to take you on this journey with me. Let's go. What do you think it means to be a free spirit?
Get a spirit. Well, that's no money.
Get a spirit that's no money?
Yeah.
So you can buy a spirit for free?
Yeah.
Ah, I like that. What's a spirit then?
Person that died.
A person that died is their spirit. So you would buy a person that dies for free. So if you are a free spirit and you're living, what does that mean? Because you're a spirit, right? You have a spirit.
You're I don't know how to explain it.
That's okay. What would you? How can you try?
You're like fun.
Fun. That's a good way to say it. You're fun. Hey, Free Spirit friends, this is Shannon, Kinney-Duh, creator of this podcast, and that's my sidekick, 6-year-old Ashton, who loves recording, so you might hear him again in another show. I am so excited to bring you this new podcast where we are going to explore everything related to living a more creative, authentic, and soulful life. This is a place, a safe and sacred place for women all over the world to celebrate where you are in your life, to celebrate who you are, and to celebrate who you are becoming. I'm actually really kind of nervous for some reason because I'm so pumped and excited to bring you this show. And I've been hesitant. I've been waffling. I've been dreaming about it. I've been kind of stuck in my head about it. And finally, I am here recording. And for those of you who may have listened to my previous show, I am also the co-creator of the Mindful Mama Movement. I created a podcast with my friend Ashley, and you can still find our Facebook group, Mindful Mama Movement, and you can go back and listen to our previous 30 episodes. There we explore the idea of mindfulness in mothering, and we are going to be talking about that as well in this show, but we're going to dive deeply into all sorts of topics that are about living your true self, about being who you are in the world, about finding your voice so that you can move through the resistance you might feel, so that you can face your fears and be who you are and apply authenticity and mindfulness in all that you do, in your work, in your family life, in sharing your gifts with the world, because we know this, right? The world is a crazy and chaotic place. And I meet people every single day who are feeling, oh my gosh, consumed by anxiety, by overwhelm, feeling stuck, or even just this underlying melancholy. Like, what's the point, right? A free spirit life, and this podcast is about bringing inspiration back to your life. It's about reconnecting to meaning, finding your true calling and purpose, living more in the present moment, being who you are, and not being afraid to share your true colors with the world. So we will dive deeply into what a free spirit really is and all sorts of amazing content this show will bring you through storytelling, through amazing guests who have stories of their own, stories of triumph, but really getting to the truth about what it takes to start a business that is in line with your heart, what it takes to move beyond challenge, what it takes to raise children, to be present and to take good care of your soul, but also be present to your family, what it means to nourish and nurture your creativity, and how to strengthen the connection to your inner life so that you feel a mind, body, spirit connection, and you feel this sense of centeredness, this sense of groundedness, this sense of connection to who you are, to your inner wisdom that lives within your heart, and then how to apply that into your life, how to live in the daily chaos that we live in, but still feel a sense of peace, a sense of calm, a sense of power, strength, vibrancy, joy, and all those things that come with living an authentic, soulful, creative, free-spirited life. That's what this show is about. And like my 6-year-old said, it's about having fun. We're going to return to what's most important to us, what brings us happiness, and what brings more fun to our lives. And the reason I've been so nervous is I have notebooks and notebooks of these ideas and these concepts and what I want to bring to you. But if I don't get started, that just stays in my notebooks. And I know you probably have that same thing where you're in the creative process or you're longing to be. You have this desire to start a business, write a book, paint, do something that is an expression of who you are. But the daily demands of life are getting in the way. I mean, how do you find time for that, right? How do you find time and space to even think about your creative dreams, let alone pursue them? Well, we'll explore more of that, and I will be sharing a lot of guidance and wisdom on how to make space in your life for soul care, for self-care, for self-discovery, for self-reflection, why it's important, why it matters, and why that when you take the time for that self and soul care, it starts to translate and it starts to translate into your daily life. You start to see the things that you want to happen actually happening. You start to feel better, you start to feel more energized, and ultimately you understand what it means to live freely in your day-to-day life because you're being who you are. And if you're being who you are authentically and you apply that to your outer world, well, then everything's in alignment. Then there's less resistance. Then you truly know what it means to live in the flow of the present moment. That's what we'll explore in this podcast. So, my friends, I've done it. I've begun. I've started. I'm recording my first show and I'm embracing, here's the key in life, right? Embracing imperfection. We're going to jump into the mess of this podcast. We're going to jump into the mess of our own lives. We're going to jump into the mess of all of our guests. And I want you to be a guest. I want to highlight everyone who's out there making a difference in the world, but also those of you who are struggling to move beyond where you are now. You know you have a dream. You know you want to live a more simple, mindful, creative, and authentic life, and we're going to do this together. Your life is an adventure. Join me as you become a life explorer and learn and discover who you truly are so that you can awaken to the wisdom of your own heart, cultivate your creativity, and nurture your soul. I know you are ready to break free with me and break free of that overwhelming demand of your daily life so that you can return to the place within you that is full of curiosity, that's full of playfulness, that's full of peace and wonder. This podcast will help remind you of the importance of living your truth, trusting your intuition, and finding your courage to follow where it leads. We'll explore soul care tips that will help you take good care of you while you're taking good care of your children, your family, your community, and the world. The show is meant to uplift you, to inspire you, to enrich your life in a deep, authentic, and meaningful way. Living a free spirit life is about letting your life unfold in its own timing. It's about carving your own path while going with the flow. It's about taking mindful action and finding peace in the stillness. Living a free spirit life is about making your dreams real and accepting what is right here, right now. It's about learning how to open your heart and to let go and surrender when needed. It's about listening to that inner voice that's telling you to wake up. It's about finding ease even in the chaos and challenges in life. It's about returning to that place of inner peace and joy. It's about finding meaning and remembering what matters most to you. It's about making choices that are in line with your true nature so you can make mindful decisions that support you and help you create your life. A free spirit life is about savoring the present moment. Come and embrace imperfection with me. Let's jump in with both feet, open our hearts, and make way for new beginnings. Accept the life you are living and be kind to yourself along the way. As you remember that where you are in this moment is right where you need to be. Your life has great meaning, even if you don't see it yet. Be different. Be the real you. Be brave and be free. We are building a community of women who get you, your struggles, the fumbles, all of it. As you find yourself falling down and getting back up, you'll find that joining our A Free Spirit Life community on Facebook is a supportive and compassionate space that will help uplift you in those times. It will help inspire you to live your free-spirited life. So, in episode 2, I will share more of my story and where I am learning and have learned how to break free of my own insecurities and self-doubts, and how I'm learning to be more confident, how I'm learning how to find my voice, put myself out there, even when it feels scary and hard. I am excited about this podcast. I'm excited to take you on this journey with me. If you have any questions, email me, Shannon@afreespiritlife.com, and join our Facebook page now. Go to Facebook and search A Free Spirit Life Community. And it's there where we'll be sharing, where we'll be growing, where we'll be doing this thing together, exploring all the topics from the show. And if you're listening to this show, September 2017, I am celebrating the launch of this podcast the entire month of September, giving tons of awesome things away. So all you have to do to enter to win is stop by my website, afreespiritlife.com/podcast. Enter your email into the subscribe box that you'll see there. And not only will you get a free Making Room for Creativity toolkit that includes a welcome video, fun, inspiring journal prompts, and a guided meditation, but you will also be entered to win the giveaway for all sorts of great prizes all this month. And if you want a double entry and you just want to do me a huge favor, please help me spread the word about the show. You can let all your friends know about it, and you can even go to iTunes. Just take a moment to leave a review and rate the show, because that is what's going to help me reach more free spirits around the world, and I need your help to do that. So thank you so much for doing that. Simply send me an email, let me know that you did that, and I will add you 2 or 3 more times into the giveaway. How about that? And as I end every episode, I'm going to give you a free spirit tip that I want you to apply to your life in that moment. Today's tip: is there something that you need to begin? Just like me, I was feeling nervous. I was clenching a little bit. I was feeling some tension and excitement about wanting to start this podcast. But sometimes we overthink things. Sometimes we overplan and we get stuck in the planning instead of just moving beyond that and actually doing it. So this is for those of you who have something in your life that you're ready to begin. You're ready. You know you're ready, but you have to take that scary step. Today, your free spirit tip, take the scary step. Do something that scares you. Take a healthy risk. And whatever that is that's percolating inside of you that's ready to manifest, take one small step today and begin. Here I've done it. I've started this podcast. It's your turn. Do something and begin. And share with us. Get to the community. Share what that is. And if you're out there in other social media realms, tag your photos or your quotes or your stories. Tag them a free spirit life so that we can learn how you are facing your fears today. What are you beginning? Share your stories with me. I cannot wait to continue the journey. Happy, happy day to you, and welcome once again to a Free Spirit Life podcast. I will see you next week in episode 2.